Greetings. Yo, Friday night. It's Friday night. I'm at a rave again, picking up transvestites in my Harley Davidson. Right. Forgot to say a couple of things, and that was right. Hell. So, the archetype of hell, the hell experience, is that we are tormented by demons who put us on a slab and tear us to pieces, burn us, torture us for all eternity. Well, that's actually a misreading of an old philosophy of afterlife, which had hell as just a part of going to heaven. Hell is actually a place of ritual purification, ablution. So, let's say you've died and there's red, evil-looking, demonic entities surrounding you, and they've put you on a slab and they're cutting you to pieces. They've cut your legs off and your arms off. They put them in blimmin' cauldrons. It's not very nice, is it? They cut you from your head to your blimmin' tail, right? And then they ripped out your insides. They ripped out your lungs. They put them in a cauldron. They put your heart in a cauldron. They put your intestines in a cauldron. They put your brains in a cauldron. They put the rest of you in a cauldron. Now, you're in bits now, and you're kind of boiling away, and you think, couldn't get any worse. But then when it's all said and done, when it's all said and done, you've been purified ritualistically by demons, so that you can now ascend to heaven with no sin, with no weight on your conscience, because the demons have washed it all away. They've reassembled you now, and you float off to the next thing. The thing about hell, it isn't a punishment. It's a passing place. It's a place of ritual purification. It's not anything to be feared. And we've been told by those that we trust, priests and the like, who consider themselves or who are acting as intermediaries for the Creator, when all they do is they enshrine their beliefs, the things that they don't like, into a kind of sacred eternal system. There's a lot of power the scribes had, you know? And the spiritual class for all time have always done this. Druids, before the priests of Christianity, they made life quite as happy as can be for themselves, because they can just say to people, you know, we are the only thing that stands in between, you know, God's mercy or God's fire and brimstone and you. You know, I'm the one who says that person's all right because they gave me some porridge and a leg of lamb, you know, and some good mead. So, hell is just to panic us into believing that, well, we better believe what they're saying in the service, because in the Sunday service, or else. And it's not true. And all kinds of, every culture has got its own version of this. I particularly like the Chinese version, where, you know, hell is a given that absolutely everyone will pass through, and it's got, like, you know, dozens of layers, dozens of stages, each with its own sort of unique flavour which we have to go through. I particularly find funny, I think, the 7th level, which is the level of screaming and administrative hell. And anyone who's been stuck on, like, a automated phone computer system that just loops around and you can't get anywhere, or if you've had any dealings with the Department of Work and Pensions or with bureaucracy in the UK or anything or anywhere, it's rubbish. Administration is a level of hell, which makes us scream. So I've got a particular affinity with the 7th level of Chinese hell. It's just fun, it's just a whimsy, and we take it so seriously, and some guy says don't look into other things or else you'll go to hell. It's not true. There's so much more to be experienced. So much more to be experienced, man, I've really enjoyed going beyond Christian theology into non-dogmatic philosophy, which doesn't require any fire and brimstone or fear factor, simply this mosquito's trying to suck my blood. Woo! The bikers are out. It's a beautiful evening, man, and everyone's doing the absolute maximum they can to have fun, and that's fantastic, man. It's such a beautiful moment. We're in August, it's Friday night. I'm enjoying it. I hope that hell doesn't prevent you from experiencing philosophy however it comes to you. However, I love being open to things. When you're really open, things will come to you, will just enter your head, and there'll be a kind of resonance of significance. For example, for years I've been writing about the universe, how it is, and all the rest of it. Well, one day, out of nowhere, I had this huge fondness, closeness to Thoth, Jehuti, the Egyptian god of wisdom, the scribe of the universe, the scribe of the universe as I'm writing about the universe. And all I ever do is write about the universe and kind of how freaky deaky it all is. Because I'm open, it came to me, and now I have this peculiar connection with Egypt, with Thoth, the ibis, and that's poignant, man. That's poignant. During the vision that I had, one of the things that I saw was called a I didn't know this at the time. It took me years to find this out. It's called a Scythian gold pectoral, which is a Syrian, at the time, Akkadian or Sumerian artifact worn around the neck, and it had dozens of animals in gold inlay all around. It's like as I was looking at it, this was a vision, I was seeing the myriad manifested creatures of the world, all of the animals I saw in this wonderful golden inlaid artifact. And I'll show you it, because the weirdest thing is, about 5 years after the vision, and I'd never seen any artifact or I had any affinity to Akkadia, Sumeria or Syria or Ishtar, the goddess, who for some peculiar reason came to me. And her symbol is a shining light too. So it's all very peculiar when you get into it, and this is what I really want to share to you, is the spiritual kind of path, which is so fun. It's really fun when you're on it, because it's always showing you. Perhaps it's because you meditate and you empty your mind. When you empty your mind, it's like the universe speaks to you. When you pray, you are speaking to the universe. And it's just very special. It's very special communication that we have with the universe, the way it speaks to us in non-verbal ways. All I ask, all I pray, is that you cultivate in your life the connection with the universe akin to that which I have. It's so fantastic. I'm never alone, never lonely, because I have the universe, you know. It's like a lover to me, as peculiar as that sounds, you know. She shouts at me a lot. I feel like the universe is a female thing, but I've always said male, female, and that doesn't make any sense because it requires something to be the other half of the pair. Perhaps it is that observer is the other half to the creator. Perhaps the actor is the other half to the director, to the theatre. Who knows? But it's one heck of a mystery, and it's great to be in it. And I just feel that those in religious circles or the path of religion are hindering themselves in this. They're not allowing themselves to communicate with all that can be. The connections that I make are throughout time. I feel a connection to people thousands of years ago because of Ishtar. How peculiar. Because I'm open to it. Because I was open, it came. Because I can believe anything, it came. It's so wonderful and so fascinating. It's great. I recommend it. If I can think of any reason how to make it easier, anything that I've done, I will inform you of it. That's what I'll work on for the next video. How have I managed to get this relationship with the universe? You know, that's food for another one. So anyway, peace and love.